Alright, welcome to episode 2 of Let's Play FTL, a masochistic space adventure. We're playing as the NG on easy mode, so the game's not quite as brutal as it usually is, though it's still going to be pretty rough when we get to the last battle, I think. But I want to actually get past the mid-sector so you can see the final boss battle and things like that. It's just not that interesting. You see someone just get instantly blown up, and we are fighting this rebel scout. We need to turn on drones, have our weapons, and let it happen. Though they have only one level of shields, this asteroid field is going to be hurting them a lot more than it hurts us. That's not good. Vent that. Go fix that. Alright, we got our weapons up. Those actually go up based per firing, so having the ion cannon probably helps with that a lot. And we are probably going to be out of fuel at the next spot. Yeah, let's... hopefully we can get some fuel out of this distress, otherwise we're going to have to sit tight. Okay, try to dislodge the ship. Not sure if that was the optimal option, and we have no fuel, so we turn on the beacon and wait, but there was literally no shop in that last sector, so I'm not sure what I was supposed to do. Alright, thank you, free fuel delivery. Alright, let's fire this stuff up. That ship is going to do a lot of damage. Except that we just took down the only thing they had that can actually penetrate our shields, so small bomb on the weapons just to make it stick. And why did that not hit? Can you evade bombs? I guess you can. Alright. Oh, the enemy's trying to beam out. or FTL out. Let's stop that. Again, they had two beams, one on the drone, one on the ship going, and neither of them could really do anything. So beams look cool, but they're just really not that great a weapon. Alright. Got the fuel, got the scrap. Okay, please let there be a store, because we need to repair and we need to buy fuel. We will never surrender our crew to slavers, obviously. Let's get some of this stuff going. I'm not liking how low we're getting, though, just from events. I probably need to get a third level of shields and some more in engines, so we don't take any more hits. Okay, probably don't need the... okay, they should offer to surrender and give us a slave soon-ish. At least I hope they will, because it could be really nice to have another crew. We have all our systems manned, but it's nice to have a floating crew member just to deal with repairs and stuff. And I made a good decision. Okay, you go to the engine room, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade those, and we already have power from him being there, so we can still run everything. And let's go ahead and... so we're at 20% dodge now with some extras from our pilot, and okay, we've almost upped with evasion from piloting and from the engine guy, so that'll be some +4 evasion on top of everything else. Let's upgrade the drones so we have the option to run 2 at once if we want to, and we don't quite have enough to push to the next level of shields or of engines, so we'll leave it there for now. And sadly, none of these are a store. So I guess we'll just wait for someone to catch up with us. That was a complete waste of time, and we're going to be stranded here again. We may end up riding the wave ahead of the Reb. Oh, this is a terrible place. If we're stranded here, it's gonna be bad. Let's go. Okay, it looks like we're managing to keep everything working for now. I may invest another point in weapons just so we can use the bio beam. We may not get fuel, so let's go ahead and take that. Go to a nebula that should slow the advance of the rebels. And looks like we're waiting again. Like, is there something? I guess I could have just bought more when we were at the ship. Let's see. Which 1 month is complete. We need some actual fuel, and I think that's not a bad price. So 3 more jumps in this sector. Another one of these. Uh-oh. Actually, our first level 2 ship. Let's go ahead and, as always, target the weapons first, just because I really want to get those offline. Alright, and our evasion leveled up. Okay, this goes to the shields next time. That's probably enough now. Yeah, their FTL isn't going anywhere. Their engine room is on fire. Let's blow it up, and hopefully we get some good stuff. Alright. Not terrible. Alright, and of course we aid the civilian ship, though we're about to get boarded with an NG crew. That's not good. I don't think defense drones can... Right, let's vent this. What I had that? Oh, I added that extra power to let us use the drones in emergencies. Let's go ahead and power up all the stuff we're going to need. So okay, let's go ahead and leave that open since they're going to be hurt more by asphyxiation than we are. Hopefully we won't lose. Okay, and let's try to conserve our missiles. You try to get to an oxygenated area. So let's open all the internal ship parts so that we get some air spread out through where it needs to be. And it looks like not all the Mantis crewman didn't survive, at least seeing as they didn't even have a first aid station to begin with. He probably caught on fire or something. See, and whoa! Didn't mean to do that. That was not good. I haven't played this game in a little while since it really shows. Alright, contact the civilian ship. Oh no, they didn't survive the assault. Cruel world this is. Nope, not selling drone parts. We need those. No station, so let's go ahead and go to level 3 shields. Just because. So now we'll have to pull power from somewhere else if we want to get the drone and the small bomb running. But since we can't really do anything else, let's go to the Zoltan homeworld, since that opens up the possibility of it. I think it's an NG sector where you have the option to get the stealth ship back, so we'll keep that option open to us. Alright, yes, a store, though we probably should not have spent all our money. Alright, none of this that I want to buy, but... Alright, just barely enough. And we should sell some things that we don't need. Let's see, store, fix all. And we'll buy some drone parts, or try to. And what do we want to keep here? We have 2 anti-ship drones, but we also have the option of an anti-personnel drone. Ultimately, with a rock crew member and all the other stuff that we have, I'm not convinced that this is necessary, especially since we have the option of 2 anti-ship drones or a defense drone. Or do we want to get a heavy ion, and that's only 2 required power. Yes, I think we sell the anti-bio beam, probably the anti-personnel drone. We go ahead and buy the heavy ion, and that'll take a little bit more weapons upgrading. And I think we want to keep the defense drone, so we have the option of using that if we need to. And it would be more ideal to get more missiles, but you can't have everything that you want. So let's go ahead and move out. I'm making a peace envoy. Okay. Okay, this is the quest that gets you the Zoltan ship, which I already have, but I think you get a reward for doing it, so it's probably worth hitting up, and it's really not that hard. You just have to pick the most pacifistic options in the conversation. Well, I thought we were friends, but if that's how you guys wanna play it, let's go for the weapons. We really need to get that weapon upgrade for that 2nd level of heavy ion. We really have the shields in a good place. We would benefit from having more in the engines, but it's not super critical either, and we're probably just shooting incredibly fast at this point. Alright. Okay. Gotta love the anti-ship drones. Alright, and substantial collection of useful scrap materials. Not enough to power up the weapons quite yet, but it'll do. Let's see if we can maybe squeeze in 2 jumps here. Alright, this is actually part of the crystal quest. If you've already picked up the crystal pod, then this is what wakes them up, but I've never actually gotten... The one time I got everything chained in the right order to do it, I had not taken the pod because I'd never managed to finish the quest. And hopefully this isn't going to force us down through the nebula, and we can get across. Alright, well, Mr. Rebel Person, I'm sorry too. Let's shoot for the weapons. Yeah, let's do this. The system repair drone is actually going to make this a bit harder than normal, but they only have level 1 shields, so I'm hoping that will make up for it. Really need to get that heavy ion blaster online, though apparently the system repair drone is only just now coming online. And honestly, the cockpit is not what I would have chosen to repair. They're sitting ducks without weapons, but if we can get the heavy ion online, though, it's just going to be ridiculous how much we can lock down enemy ships. I mean, I don't think they actually have the capacity to penetrate our shields with this weapons loadout unless I turn it off, because that's 3 bursts. So yeah, that's maybe 2 levels of shields max if it hits, and then the beam can't get through. So we just take our time. Work on building our evasion skill, and you actually only get skill up when you're actively dodging shots. In the same way that the shield guy only gets his levels up when a level of shields go down, so he's actually not getting any experience from this fight. Sure, we can use the drone parts. I think the distribution of loot when you actually kill something is different. And alright, and that means we can turn on the heavy ion now. Let's go to the distress and the quest. We can hit that point if we want to get more scrap, but alright. Well, that's not cool. Alright. Ion. Heavy ion. Anti-ship. Let's do this. And let's see if taking out their shields is efficient. Their engines, I mean, so that they can not get away. And we really need a few more... I don't know, is it efficient to run 2 drones in a battle? I mean, you could use far more missiles, but I tend to run out of them on playthroughs where I use them. So that's a good question as to whether we should be trying to or not. Let's put the heavy ion on the shields. We don't want those getting back up. That does 2 ion damage. Maybe this wasn't a great purchase. Can just hit and disable shields as well as systems. I don't know though. We may be glad to have that in the later fights. Now let's go for some more scrap off these guys. They almost made it away too. Alright, yeah, that's a bit more scrap there. That's nice. Let's take the quest. Okay, you can't... Like, you have to do pure pacifism with these responses. So, like, you can't do surrender or... you have to pick the pure pacifism. Like, perhaps there could be a reconciliation of ideas without war. Okay, it can only be achieved without bloodshed. You met previously materializes on your bridge. So, it's actually a rebel trying to kill you unless you take the pure pacifism option. If it's recruited, almost certainly ineffective. It is clear you took our previous meeting to heart. Okay. And we got a bunch of stuff. So that's pretty cool. And let's take a little bit of a longer route, just because... a Zoltan cruiser, it has an attacker and retaliates. Like, okay guys, we're all on the same team here. This really isn't necessary. Now, I don't know if defense drones fight anti-ship drones. Apparently not. Which is going to be great for us until we have to fight the rebel flagship, because it has a crazy high amount of drones. Alright, let's take down the engines so they stop getting some dodge. Alright, and that's the alarm to end the episode, but we'll keep going for a little bit just to finish this fight off. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if there's something else you'd like to see in the videos, please leave something in the comments. Thanks for watching. And I think we almost got this one. Probably target the shields more specifically. Since these guys only have an ion, so I should have just been going for the shields the whole time. And alright, let's get something on the engines. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Alright. See you next time.